Welcome to St. Lawrence Island. In this episode, we are going to focus on building out a new populous area for the citizens of the island. Here, we're going to build out a little bit of a downtown area with commercial, office, some city services, and residential, along with this beautiful marina. In this longer episode, we're really going to transform what St. Lawrence Island is and who actually lives here. Let's get started. So before we jump into all of that, I want to take care of Violorens first. And I'm probably butchering that name. I'm so sorry if I am. First off, we are going to work on getting our fishing port settled correctly. To do that, I actually need to remove the keys off of this so that we can place the fishing port down. Because if you notice, this connects to the road, not the key. And so that's not going to be really helpful. But to be able to do that, I need advanced road services. So we're going to go ahead and unlock that here. Next, we are going to go in here and deselect that key so that we can create a little bit of the necessary connection here. Now I'm going to go ahead and place this down here in the corner, and I'm doing this way down here. So if I place it in the middle, I'm really going to have no space. Because now I can come into here and get this connected up and just create a kind of a longer pier here. Now there is a problem there. So let's do a little bit shorter first, and then we can create that just like so. This now allows us to come around, allow boats to come around and come right here as well. So that will be perfect for what we need. And then I'm going to go ahead and rekey this up and just make this kind of look a little nicer. Now, next, we are going to go ahead and place some cold storage. I think what I'm going to do is place maybe maybe just two large ones. Can I get a third one? Oh, I can. I'm just going to do 3 large ones because why not? So we've got 3 large ones in here. And then what we will end up doing is now connecting some boat routes. Now, to set up the fishing tool, we'll first need to set up a fishing area, and we have 2 options. We have just a regular fishing area where boats can go and gather fish from the fishing area, and then we also have a open water fish farming area, which allows fish cages and net pens that are set up in the open water fish farming area to cultivate fish. Both are pretty decent options, but let's take a look at where all of our fish are. So up here in natural resources, you can see basically everything out here, but it's not in the shallow waters. Gee, I wonder why. So I think what I'm going to end up doing here is placing this way out here, and because you can probably see that there looks like there might be a sea lane right here, which is why there's less fish. So I'm going to place them way out here. They are going to have to travel quite a bit, and they're going to also have to travel across the sea lane. But I think overall that'll be fine. So let's go ahead and that's the cold. I want that right there. And we're going to do this open water fishing farm. I think I'm actually going to just do this one because it doesn't clog up as much. So I'm just going to place, I have 4 spots out there. I'm going to place 4 of these down. And we need to obviously leave a little bit of space to get in and out. And there's 1. We'll add a second one out here. Distance too low. Oh, there's actually a distance that I see. Okay. So I'm only supposed to be able to go this far without anarchy. With anarchy, I can go as far as I want. And truthfully, that's fine. So we'll get these 2 connected up here. And back to our port, and then once this is there, we will get these all hooked up, and then I'll do the other 2. So now that we have both lines connected up, we can see that this is now going to be turning in quite the profit. And this will be pretty nice. A little over $10,000 a month in income, with just under $5,000 in cost. We're bringing in 66 tons per month, which we definitely have plenty of storage. We can probably expand this more if we really needed to, and actually put out more lines out there. The other part of this build, I wanted to create some more housing because that is going to be needed for this area. As you can see, we have lack of labor where these people cannot get enough people hired. It's already a level 3, which means they are trying to hire only 5 employees. This business also, oh, the police service block. We don't have enough cops. So yeah, we need more housing. So what I'm going to end up doing is probably add a little bit here. And instead of it in front of the farms, I'm going to come down here and add more just kind of off on the side. Hey, look at that. We are a tiny town. This adds more buildings, more mixed use. Really, it adds mixed use. It adds communications in here, and some different road services as well, or policies. We are getting really close to finishing this up, and then we can move on to the next thing that we are looking at. So I'm going to just do one more bit of detailing that I think I can possibly get done here. I really just want to kind of see how this would turn out. I want to ease that transition, really. Maybe. I don't know that this is quite what I had in mind. Yeah, I think this area looks pretty good, and quite beautiful. All I want to do here, other than get rid of all these semis, is probably put a little bit of a retaining wall, not a retaining wall, but do a little key here so that cars coming around this aren't gonna like fly right off into the water, at least hopefully. And then probably just line this up with some bushes as well. Get a little bit of vegetation around here as well, more than just the palm trees. We'll throw some more palm trees down there as well, or just some California oaks. That looks good. Okay, so this looks incredible. So I am very happy with this. We've got this main section down, and we have another worker shortage here, but we are getting a lot of fish and making very good profits off of this as well. So we're going to continue on building and move on to the next section of the city. Once I adjust this, at least, let's just get this district tool just a little bit further. Perfect. Okay, so let's move over to this section now. We are kind of in the middle of the island between St. Lawrence's first district, Vieux-Lawrence, and the rest of our bigger area where we're going to get a lot more stuff into here. I do want to make this more residential than anything, but I think I want to do a little bit of terraforming and just some general changes to how this is going to look with both the road layout and this little bitty canal. I'm going to probably update some of this canal, get a slightly better road layout out here, and maybe even connect the canal out to the water as well. So going to go into a little bit of a time lapse here, just make some general changes, and then once we get back, we will start zoning up and filling this all in. Okay, so that part is done. And I'm going to be honest with you. When I recorded this video, I started getting double intake of my microphone. So this is a recorded post. I created this little layout here that's slightly different. I didn't want to make it perfect. As you can see, some of those angled roads, I just thought that was more natural of a fit. This part right here was actually the hardest part to get this lined up correctly. And I wanted to be able to provide boat access through here if I do add ferries or fishing boats later. As you can see, I've got these drawbridges were a little harder. I was hoping to get a bunch of drawbridges here, and that's why I've got this little bridge going over the middle to connect the two sides from the east and the west, right? Yeah, east over here to the west over here. So that is that bridge. And then, of course, we've got the two bigger drawbridges on the north and south of the island. So the next thing I really need to do here is get power over to this part of the island. And we are going to just use this same turbine and bring the power over just to make sure. Yeah, we've got plenty of power and wattage coming over. So I'm not going to put another turbine down. I'm just going to use the same one. And to do this, I think I'm just going to put down a transformer over here with the high voltage lines coming across and connecting to it. So let's go ahead and get this transformer down right there. And yeah, that will be good. And then over here, we can put a smaller, no, not that, the small transformer station, and go ahead and plop that down right there. And yeah. So let's do just a little bit of terraforming right here, and we'll get this smoothened out and a little bit more of a natural fit. Let's just, yep, okay. So now we are gonna just take this power line through and connect it, and that probably doesn't make sense. So I'm gonna go underground just a little bit to get past the wind turbine, and then we will come above ground and connect it across the hill here and get this connected up to our power station. So just like that. And then now I will come back through here and clear out some trees because I think that just looks honestly way more natural. As you can see, it makes more sense. So thing I need to do is get the water through here. And to do that, I'm going to go ahead and put this on this little island and put an alleyway down here. Now, I do recognize that this is a very, very sharp turn. I'm realizing this after in post-production, that's a very sharp turn to make into this alleyway onto Spring Lane to get to this water tower. Luckily, nobody really needs to ever get to the water tower, but it would be nice. And of course, I'm going to add the filtration upgrade to it so it can produce both water and process out the sewage. The next thing I need to do here is go ahead and just connect up some of this fishing routes out to here. And I'm going to place both of these sides out into those that I just built. And then I'm going to actually just take one and connect it. Oh, wait, what? Oh, yeah, that's embarrassing. I got to add the waterways so that they can get out there. So let's just do a little bit of a modification to here and we can get that connected. And now that the waterway is connected, I can go ahead and now connect that up to here, right about there and back. So I really just want this one. Ooh, look at that. The drawbridge just opened up. Cool. I really just wanted that one so that we can get boats going down that side. So the next part of this is going to be just getting all of this done section by section. I was going to zone this, but truthfully, the zoning does look a little weird still, and I could use platter, but honestly, I think the best thing that I'm going to do is just go ahead and plop every single building down, because why not? At least I can make it exactly how I want. So right now, we're going to go ahead and get all of those communities built up. We're going to plop every house. We're going to plop every commercial building, every office, every industry building, and all of our services building. So let's go into a time lapse and watch that get done. Hey, look at that. We are a busy town now, which gives us a little over $1 million and 11 development points. On top of this, our loan limit increased. I've never had to take out a loan. And we can get gated community. Only people living or working within the district are allowed in. This increases the well-being of its residents and reduces crime in the area. It does not affect city services. It's quite interesting. Okay, so we've done a little bit of work here. I just kind of want to do a little bit of a tour and get back into doing this. I planned some single developer neighborhoods. So we've got this one here that is all pretty much the same development. Then we've got ones over here that looks like we've actually had some people upgrade. And I don't know that I like the upgrades. I kind of like the way it looked before. This is a level 3 now, and these are level 2s. I don't know about that. I don't like that. We added... Okay, this church does not look like it used to anymore. So I'm going to probably have to come back and fix this church. We added the pub across the street, did a little bit of some row homes here, a couple of mixed-use buildings, more of that same neighbor. This one also... Okay. People are just upgrading their homes to not even look remotely like their home anymore. That's annoying. Some more mixed use. The school that I added some high school to it. Just to get everybody more into one building. Then we've got some offices, a police station, some more offices, a post office I finally got on here, and then these modern row homes that I got off of PDX mods, which I think look great and make this neighborhood look really nice. A little bit more upscale right next to the train line that we haven't got going yet. So we're going to keep working on this. I'm going to fix that church up a little bit and keep going. Oh, and then I just placed down this cemetery that I need to get detailed up as well. So I'm going to go back into this and keep working. Okay, so I think I've sufficiently filled in this quadrant of this city. I really do like this. I think it turned out really nice. And I know there's more detailing that I could probably end up getting in here, but I think it looks pretty good for right now. What I'm going to do now is actually move down towards this end. I got to remember directions here. This was north, I think. What did I decide? I think I decided this was north, and if not, this is now north. Everybody, this is north, east, south, west. Whatever I decided beforehand, this is now it. This all faces the north side. So coming out to the east of this area, what I did here, I think I actually want to do here too, and just make this one like harbor area for fishing. And I think that'll get us what I intend on right here. Maybe I might make like a little pier. We might look at what ferries will do if I can get ferries here to make some stops up and down. I don't know if that's necessarily worth it. It might be more worth it down here actually. So yeah, actually I think I'm just going to go with some more fishing on this side and just make this a better area. And maybe, yeah, we'll see what happens with it. So the only thing before we get there, I noticed on this side here, this building collapsed due to lack of maintenance. So yeah, that's a bummer. This is one of my vegetable farms. So I guess I could go ahead and just place it again, right? I mean, we'll see. Maybe I'll do, no, I got the, yeah, I'm gonna just redo the vegetable farm. And let's turn anarchy on for this, so I can just get this all nice and connected up again. And hope this one doesn't fall apart. I've never had a farm do that, so that's quite interesting. So that farm is back and working. So come back over to here, and we are going to take a look at this little section right here. here built out. I've just need to do some detailing, add some parking here, and get some boat props out here to make this really start to look nice and fill in this little gap here. I might add some more parking. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do here. I might put some houses out here. I really don't know yet. If anybody can help me out with this, how do I get these to connect literally anywhere else? I was struggling. I don't know if anybody saw that, but I was absolutely struggling trying to figure out how to get this. I mean, look, I've now have those, so I need to figure out how to get rid of that. Oh, just like that. Okay. So I need to try to figure out how to get that anywhere to be connected, because it seems like a problem to me. And I can't really, like, this just goes into the ground. It doesn't really go up. So I've always struggled with that. If somebody could help me out here and just throw in the comments, even just like, how do I get this to connect to something? Because I want it to make sense. There's got to be a way to do it. But yeah, so help me out here. I'm gonna go back into some detailing and get this area all nice and detailed up, and see you on the other side. Okay, so we are pretty filled in on this side of the canal here. With our little marina, we've added some service industries. Just let's go through just a little bit of a tour through here now as we see this boat coming through. And another boat going out. Beautiful. Well, it only cares about the bigger boat, not the little boat. That is awesome. Okay, so looking at this marina again, let's just do a little bit of a tour here. I added this little residential area up on the hill. This is pretty nifty. Just looking out at the marina and the boating docks. That's pretty cool. Beautiful views there. Coming down the island just a little bit, I added some row homes, a parking lot for a building that's going to go right here in just a moment. And then added some commercial, some office, added the island's only gas station so far. We got some more row homes on this little bit of a canal here, a bookstore. And then of course it's furthered back into more residential areas where homes are upgrading more and more into these pink homes instead of the white homes. Oh, and some green ones too. So that's interesting. So what I'm missing here and what I'm going to put here is actually we're going to work on getting some public transportation on this island. I don't want it to only be cars because I think it would be good and valuable to be able to get over here. And oh, we're having a worker shortage over here as well. And a little, oh no, now we're starting to have garbage piling up. So we'll have to get that figured out as well. So here I wanted to get a bus station down, and to do that, I'm going to have to unlock the transportation module for that, which, oh wait, I already have it. Yeah, okay, so I have water and that's only it so far, which we could also put a ferry down somewhere and then have a ferry going over to here. Probably would make more sense to have like a tram line or some train line that goes between the two, but for now we are going to drop down a bus station, and to do that I've got to get a bus depot down. So okay, so after some looking around, I for some reason can't get this compact. I mean, I temporarily placed that one down and I took it back, but it got me the check mark. Bus stops and bus stations. I wonder if I place a bus stop and bus station, if I can go ahead and get that, which would be great. So let's just throw a bus stop down here, and then let's throw down not a city. I still think it's cool. I guess it gives me, okay, there we go. So now this gives me the compact one, which is what I wanted all along. So let's get this place down. We'll get this down here near the fishing area. So right there, we'll bring a road out for some access. Let's do the large alley that I created, which is right there. Okay, so bring this out. And then let's just fix this a little bit, get a little closer. Okay, so now there's our compact bus depot that I wanted all along. We're going to go ahead and remove that bus stop that we placed down right there. So we definitely don't need that. Go away. It won't go away. I broke the game. I don't want to do this. Oh no. Okay, I'm going to pause this real quick. There we go. Perfect. Like it never happened. Nobody saw that. Now the only thing with these new ones is just, it looks a little crazy. Like it literally does. And also it said that I can have different versions of this. So I'm a little interested in that. I want to see if I can figure that out. And some of you might already know how to do that. I do not. Okay, if any of you guys know how to change this, I was doing some looking and could not find what I was looking for. So if you can figure out how to change the model of this to where it is different, that would be super, super cool. Because it is something that I think would be really cool to add some different flair to it. Okay, now that we have the bus station placed down here, we've got this open space next to the parking lot in between the bus station that I think I might just end up turning into like a park or some green space maybe. We could probably maybe connect this up. I don't know if that will, but we can certainly try it. So let's just take a quick look if I can get my buttons correct and see if I can just take this right over. Can I? It looks like I can. It's interesting. So I might need to do a little bit of customizing with that, as that did connect up. So I'm going to do that and see what we can turn this little space into before we actually start building out all the bus stops. Okay, so I have bus lines down now, so now it's just going to connect all of these up and get them talking to each other. So we'll keep one local route in this area. It's going to go to the church and then right back. But I don't want to go all the way around. I think we can just kind of skirt up this little pedestrian road, which will be fine, and then come back down this way. Just to do basically a little... Oh, it's a one-way. I can't do that. So I might actually need to move these bus routes over to here instead. Or at least one of the bus routes, I guess. I could leave... we're going to leave this one here, and then we'll just put one over here in front of the park instead. And there's one line, and then we'll take another line, and we're going to send this one actually all the way out to the other town. And here is where it could get a little interesting. I think what I'm going to do here is bring it up this way. Come up that way. See how it loops back around. It just does a quick UE, which I don't think is super realistic, so I'm going to bring it through this neighborhood. Then connect there. Oh, I'm on the wrong side of the road. Okay, I'm going to drop it there. I'm going to drop it there. I'm going to flip those to the other side. And then we will go ahead and connect that back up down to here. Just to get them in. And that's taking a weird... no, that's... Okay, it's going all the way down here and then into the station. Okay, that's gonna have to be all right. We might make a couple stops down here, but I think that one will be fine. And then I do kind of want to make just a little local route down here as well. Which actually, now I'm thinking about it, let's get rid of that and just bring it into the downtown area. So that bus will come in, go there. I don't even think I need that. Oh, and then it's going to go the back way. That works. It just does a giant loop around the island. I think that's fine. A little bit of a scenic tour. So because I got rid of those other bus routes though, I do want to go ahead and get some down here just as local routes. Connect. There we go. So now we just have a little small local route, which is not going to, I mean, truthfully probably won't do much of anything. So let's look at this transit overview. We've got bus line 1, which is going to be primarily, well, let's change this bus color. And we'll go red here so we can easily see it. Okay, so we're only going to do one, I guess 2 buses. And just like Seabury, we're going to make everything free. Now, down there, I might not make it free, but down here, we're going to make everything free. And that's going to run all day, every day. So throughout the day. Okay. And this bus line will be SLI number 1 for now. St. Lawrence Island. So SLI 1 for now. Bus route number 2. This one is going from one to the other. We're going to go to make that a yellow color. Ticket price 0. We're going to drop, unfortunately, 3 buses. It's the best I can do. SLI number 2. Or maybe just 2. Yeah. We'll drop the number. And then the third route is going to be SLI 3. And we'll probably get a better naming convention for these. And this will be the green route. And again, 0 ticket price. And yeah, that one's so small that we will do just the 1 single bus in that area. And we'll see what this is going to actually do for our transit. Let's get rid of that. Because I'm wondering, I'm betting not a lot of people end up using the buses, and that'll stink, but 6 buses for 2 stops. That's going to be, didn't I cut that? Oh, active vehicles right now. I dropped it to 3. Okay, so it will fall to 3. So our buses are heading out right now, or have been heading out, so that'll be good. We're having a bit of a worker shortage, but that will get resolved as we fill out the other side of the island here, or this area, which will be pretty much mostly just residential, I think. I'm going to pack in all the residential here. We have like a little downtown-ish area. So I'm going to go into a little bit of a time lapse here and go ahead and knock this out, get this all filled up with residential. We'll take care of some city services, and that'll be the end of this episode. So enjoy the time lapse and see you on the other side. Okay, so this is mostly built out. I got a huge residential area in here. I got some mobile homes in here to kind of fill in some space between some of our light industry towards the rest of our residential. This neighborhood ended up turning out great. A lot of the same looking homes, but such is life. One developer came through here and just built the exact same, several different kinds of models here. Added a little bit of commercial here. Just need to get some commercial out here. I'll probably throw a gas station in here as well. I need to do that. Got a park in here at the front, which I thought looked pretty good. I don't know what this is going to turn into, but this bridge took me literally forever. But I think I got it to working where boats can still go underneath it, so I'm happy with it. So that I think ended up turning out pretty good, and I added bike paths throughout the town as well. Couple of more things that just need to be done here include some services that I need to get done. This garbage is piling up. I'm still at a lack of labor. I want to take a look at this. I have, 0.4% unemployment. That's definitely why we don't have enough people to have people unemployed. So obviously I'm going to have to get more residential into here somehow. But I want to reserve this space out here for some industry, not industry, but some services like a garbage processing area and some other things. I also need to create a district out of this. So thinking about the worker shortage, I think what's going to end up happening is that I'm going to have to rely on some medium density and maybe some higher density, but I'm gonna maybe have to we'll see. I might end up doing that somewhere in this area over here. I've got to find the place to put some more residential, or I just take out some of these commercial buildings and instead put just regular old residential there instead. So we'll take a look. We'll get into that. If we look at communication here and just what people are happy about, unreliable internet service is one. We're on an island. Let's be serious. But that doesn't mean we can't put up a radio mast. And I could probably put up 2. I wonder if I unlock this, if this would be a little better. So let's get the telecom tower down and just see what that would do for us. So put it out here, that covers both areas and gets us over to here too. So I think we need to put it out here. So let's just find a place, maybe on top of this hill. This might actually be a great spot for it. Yeah, I think on the top of this hill would be a great spot for it. So let's go ahead and just connect it up right there. And that is great. That's going to get everybody what we need. And of course, let's go ahead and clear some of this out. Great. So now we got a tower there that gives them reliable internet service. And look at that, all pluses on the happiness. I don't know that I've ever seen that ever in this game. Okay, last thing here is to fill in a couple comments. A lot of you guys asked for some homes, and I'm here to provide you with homes close to the water. And let's flip on over back to where we started in this episode. So look at all these homes. These are all beautiful. And I'm just going to start assigning you guys some homes, and hopefully you all like it. So first house here, we are going to go with the first one here. This is 123 Chester Street. This now belongs to Ethan. We'll go Ethan. Yep, and there you go. So that is now your home. Next door to Ethan, we have, of course, we're going to put Cherry Pie in here because she gave me a great idea and I love it. So Cherry Pie Amber 82, you now live here. Cherry Pie's neighbor, let's see, Captain Becco. Sorry if that is incorrect on the spelling, but there you go. And next to you is going to be my buddy Jamie. And then next there is going to be Palestinian Pro. And that is the beginning of the neighborhood. There are the 5 homes for people that requested it on the last video. So we have plenty more homes to claim. So everybody, if you want a home, definitely let me know and we'll get you in on this row. And Chester Street is going to be subscriber row. That's going to wrap it up for this episode. Be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bells to get notified every time I drop new content. Drop a comment on the bottom here. Let me know, what is your favorite new part of the town? I didn't get any districts down and laid out, but we will cover that at the very beginning of the next episode, promise. And again, if you want a home, whether that's on the beachfront over here, maybe you want it in the hills over here, because these actually, that turned out really nice too. Maybe you want something down by the marina. Let me know where you want, and I will get you a house in this beautiful vacation island. So St. Lawrence Island is wrapped up for episode 2. Be sure to be back for episode 3, and see you all on the next one. Bye.